Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Just wanted to address something I get a lot of, which is a lot of people under the age of 18 who ask for advice. And my simple reply, I reply every time, I don't have a copy and paste, is as a minor, I cannot advise you due to legal reasons / issues / liabilities, whatever I put. Now, huge reason for that. One is you're a minor. If you mess yourself up with my advice, even if it's good advice, it leaves me much more liable, because in the court of law, they look at kids like, put kid gloves on. It's one of the things. So, you're looking at a potentially huge liability as far as financial ramifications. God forbid someone gets hurt, even more so than an adult. Another reason is there's no parent guardian signature like to give advice. Now, when you sign your kids up, I know this as a dad, for day camp or whatever, where you're administering advice or anything, you need to sign a parent guardian waiver. Now, one thing that I do realize as someone who can read and who's looked into the issue is the legal waiver for parent guardians, it really isn't worth the paper it's written on. So many times those have been disregarded in the court of law due to negligence. Now, negligence is much easier with kids. One is, let's be real here, your reasoning abilities before the age of 18 aren't really on point. They're not 100%. So kids are willing to, they might take advice and mess it up. And that is completely fine. It's part of being a kid. But the bottom line is, I wish it takes much less time to just say, hey, do 3 sets of 4 hamstring curls, right? Rather than write out, I cannot offer advice, dispense advice, because you are a minor. Because then what happens? They email back, they go, why? And then I tell them it's a legal liability. They go, why? And being I'm an OCD guy with responding to my consumers, as you guys know, or to anybody, to my subscribers, that could be a lengthy process of them questioning and arguing with me about why I cannot give them free advice. Which is funny that I'm telling people why they can't get free advice that they almost think they're entitled to, when I'm just trying to protect what I've built. I did say empire, but let's just say I built something really nice. I have, a couple pots to piss in, and I don't want to lose them over one reckless teen who's going to misinterpret or overdo my advice, or God forbid I give him the bad advice. I give him the wrong advice. I just don't want to take that risk. So while I would love to help, I can't. Also, as a parent, I'm okay with I would rather someone say, talk to your parents, than go to advice. If my kid wanted advice and he went to someone who I don't necessarily agree with, like let's say somebody who wants my kid to just start taking tons of androgens at 12 years old. Okay, just a hyperbole. But, I'd rather that guy be like, look, you're a minor and I cannot give you this advice, so my son can come to me. So as his father, I can give him the advice or direct him to where they get the advice that I deem appropriate. Because, let's be real here. Those kids came from my balls. And if they came from my balls, I should be the one to be able to advise them on this. And I just think it's a societal thing where we need to have respect for parents and their ability to parent. So if a kid comes to me that he wants to gain weight, and even though his parents might not know about it, his parents should have first right of refusal to give him that advice as parents. And I know a lot of you might not agree with that as parents or even as people with parents. But I think when you're in my shoes and you want to rear your children correctly, that it just makes sense. So, long story short, as much as I would love to advise minors, if you're under 18 years of age, I cannot dispense advice to you. I apologize, but my answer is always going to be the same. Sorry, I cannot advise minors. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, because try not to look like an ass in front of young people when you're really trying to do the right thing. It's not a game.